Hi, I would like to bring up something that's on my mind. There are people in the core forum who basically are saying that Jesus didn't fulfill any any prophecies that are in the Old Testament, or Jesus called the Tanakh. They're, e- Except for one in Deuteronomy cha- ch- chapter 13 and 18. That call him out as being a false prophet. I mean, they predict things that never happened, never going to happen. Well, Jesus did predict that that the temple would be destroyed in 70 A.D. I mean, he didn't specifically give a time frame when it was going to happen. It was going to happen within the generation that saw his first coming. I mean, I mean, However, there are prophecies that Jesus did fulfill. I mean, you know, I have a list of them right here on Left Behind Wiki that, that I want to go through. Each of them is important, so I'm going to go 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 through each of the prophecies and read off the scriptures that the, the, the prophecies contained in, and um, here, without further ado, here it goes. First of all, he was declared the Son of God, which is in Psalm 2:7, and go to Psalm 2:7, and it says, "I will declare the decree: the Lord has said unto me, You are my son; this day have I begotten you." The second prophecy he fulfilled was that he would be called Emmanuel, which is God with us, and that's from Isaiah 7:14. It says, "Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign: behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." And third prophet is that he will be born as a male child. I mean, that is taken from Isaiah 9:6-7. I mean, and it says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order and to establish it with judgment and with justice, from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this." Now the next prophecy fulfilled is that he be born the seed of the woman, which is from Genesis 3:15, which goes all the way back to the beginning of the Bible in Genesis 3:15, which says, God speaking, "And I'll put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. It shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." I mean, and the next prophecy is that he would be born of a virgin, which again is from Isaiah 7:14, and the next prophecy is he'd be born of the house of Judah, which is from Isaiah 37:31. Which goes, "And a remnant that is actually actually that one is the remnant that has escaped out of the house of Judah shall again take a root downward and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, they that escape out of the Mount of Zion. The zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this. And another prophecy is that he be born of the house of David, which is from Isaiah 16:5. Goes, and in mercy shall the throne be established, and he shall sit upon it in truth in the tabernacle of David, judging and seeking judgment and hasting righteousness. And here's another prophecy. He be born in Bethlehem of Ephrathah, that's in the land of Judea, which is from Micah 5:2. Go to the book of Micah, and it says there, but you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall he come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth had been from of old, from everlasting. And another one would be, another prophecy is that he would be from Nazareth of Galilee, which is from Isaiah 9:1-2, which reads, nevertheless the dimness shall not be such as was in her vexation, when at the first he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward did more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea beyond Jordan in Galilee of the nations. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light, and they that dwell in the land in the shadow of death, upon him has light shined. And another prophecy he would fulfill is that great persons would come to adore him, and that's from Psalms 72:10. And that's the kings of Tarshish and of the isle shall bring presents, the queens of Sheba and Seba shall offer gifts. And another prophecy he would fulfill would be his birth would trigger a massacre of baby boys, which is from Jeremiah 31:15. 31:15 says, thus says the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping, Rachel weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children because they were not. Yeah, this is talking about the that massacre of children that happened around the time of King Herod the Great, and when wise men didn't return to didn't return to Herod, and Joseph ended up fleeing to Egypt with Mary and Jesus in tow. And of course there's another prophecy that will be fulfilled is that he will be brought out of Egypt, which is from Hosea 11:1, and that goes When Israel was a child, then I loved him, and I called my son out of Egypt. Yeah, that's and another prophecy he would fulfill is that his mission would include the Gentiles, which is from Isaiah 42 1 to 4 and 6 and 49 6. So I'm gonna. So, behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not cry nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. Bruised reed shall he not break, and smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. He shall not fail nor be discouraged until he set judgment in the earth, and I shall wait for his law. And I, the Lord, I called you in righteousness, and I'll hold your hand, and I will keep you and give you for a covenant to the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the eyes of the blind, to bring out prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. And also says 49:6, which and he said, "It is the light thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore, to preserve to Israel. I'll also give you for a light to the Gentiles, that you be my salvation unto the end of the earth." And also another prophecy that says that another prophecy says that his ministry would include miraculous healings, which is from Isaiah 29:8 and 35:5-6, and his ministry would deliver spiritual captives, Isaiah 61 1-2, and he would be despised and rejected by men, Isaiah 53:3, and it would be hated without a cause, which is from Psalm 69:4 and Isaiah 49:7, and he would be rejected by rulers, which is from Psalm 118:22, and he will be rejected by his own brothers, from Psalm 69:8, and he will be traded for 30 pieces of silver, which is from Zechariah 11:12, and the silver would be used to buy the potter's field. This is from Zechariah 11:12-13. I mean, his disciples would scatter. This is from Zechariah 13:7. He would be beaten with a rod. This is from Micah 5:1. He would have his visage marred. This is from Isaiah 52:14. He would be given vinegar and gall to drink. This is from Psalm 69:21. He would have his hands and feet nailed. This is from Psalm 22:16. He would be crushed for our iniquities. This is from Isaiah 53:5-6. He would suffer for the sins of others. This is from Psalm 69:4 and Isaiah 53:5-6. He would be pierced for our transgressions. This is from Isaiah 53:5 and Zechariah 12:10. His bones will not be broken. This is from Psalm 22:17 and 34:20. Soldiers would gamble for his clothes. This is from Psalm 22:18. He was brutally killed. This is from Isaiah 53:8. Was assigned a grave with the wicked. This is from Psalm 53:9. Was buried in a rich man's tomb. This is from Psalm this is from Isaiah. Isaiah 53:9 would rise from the dead. This is from Psalm 16:10, Isaiah 26:19, and 53:8 and 11. He was familiar with suffering. This is from Isaiah 53:3. Was preceded by a forerunner. This is from Isaiah 43 and Malachi 3:1. And he would appear 483 years after the call to rebuild Jerusalem. This is from Daniel 9:25. He would arrive in Jerusalem on a donkey. Zechariah 9:9. His flesh would not see corruption. That is, we would not see decay. That's from Psalm 16:10. He would be numbered with the transgressors. This is from Isaiah 53:12, and he would intercede for his murderers. This is also from Isaiah 53:12. Now, those prophecies right there are, if you want to study them thoroughly, those will prove that Jesus did fulfill prophecies that were made of him, and they reveal him to be the Messiah that God sent to his people Israel. That he would he would come to rule and reign at the time appointed for him. But for the first in his first coming, he would suffer at the hands of people, and he would die for people's sins, and he'd rise on the third day. I mean, this is really serious stuff. I mean, it's unfortunate that the Jews don't see this, because right now they're blinded in unbelief. And as I said before, the veil is over their hearts, and that veil will be taken away when they turn to the Lord, and they can only turn to the Lord when they have a spiritual revelation of Him. And it's like, that's why we gotta pray for the Jews, that they have that spiritual revelation, that they come to accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior and Messiah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you in this video. So have a good day, and may God bless you.